So hi and welcome to my channel. So studying in the UK is really expensive, and tuition fees can be as high as 30 something thousand a year and even over £40,000 per year. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing with you an amazing opportunity to study in the UK completely free. In fact, you will be paid in order to study. So this particular opportunity is for a master's and a PhD together. So you'll be studying, at the end you're going to have a master's as well as a PhD, but all the fees and all the tuition is fully covered for you. So if you've been keen on studying, this is a fantastic opportunity for you to pursue, not only for your career progression, but because the university that is providing this opportunity is really top notch, and it's one that is going to give you endless opportunities here in the UK and beyond, even if you want to go to other places once you've had your qualification. So if you're new to my channel, obviously you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, I appreciate your time. And in this video, I'm going to be talking about what the requirements are for this particular opportunity, what you can expect, to have as the advantages, how to apply, what is the eligibility criteria, how do you position yourself to be the best candidate. Because look, the truth about it is that if you don't want to spend money to study in the UK, you can study for free, but you're going to need your time. You're going to need to have time to sit down and have a top-notch application that when somebody reads, they're going to be like, oh my God, you are perfect for this opportunity. So that's why I'm doing this video. So if you're obviously new here, I do have a free newsletter where I send information about visa sponsorship opportunities in the UK, free for you to move or for you to settle in here, work from home jobs that there are worldwide, so that you're not worrying about visas at all, side hustle ideas that you can do, so that you can earn more money and get to retire early and leave the rat race. But most importantly, career progression opportunities such as this one that I'm sharing in this video, because career progression is something that I'm really passionate about, and it is the reason why I personally moved to the UK. So I'm very keen on this, and if you check the comment section below, you'll see a link to my newsletter. Once you join that newsletter, then I send that information directly to your inbox. It won't take you up to 20 seconds to join. All you need to do is drop your name and your email, and you are part of the newsletter. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, you do want to hit subscribe, turn on that notification button so you're the first person to be notified every single day when I drop a new video on here. So this opportunity is something that when I saw, I was like, oh my goodness, I must share it with you, because I know that there are going to be people right now that are trying to study in the UK. They're thinking about, oh my God, what about the funds? What about the money, my tuition fees, my maintenance? With this opportunity, there's none of that. But like I say, you need to dedicate a good amount of time to apply for this. So the university that is offering this opportunity is Imperial College in London. It is one of the most prestigious universities here in the UK and worldwide, in fact. And this particular opportunity, like I've said, is for a master's program as well as a PhD. So it's all together. You only apply once. And if you qualify, you're going to have, that sponsorship or the scholarship, obviously, that's what I should say, for 4 years. And the course itself is going to be for epidemiology and infectious diseases. As you know, COVID has been a thing. If you're somebody who is passionate as well about tropical diseases, then this is an amazing opportunity for you to join a world-class institution, to be able to have access to world-class facilities that are going to enable you have the best opportunities when it comes to career progression. Not even after you've completed, but even during the course itself. So what are they offering? What are the requirements? They're offering to pay all of your tuition fees, which means that for all 4 years, if you're successful, you're going to pay no university fees at all. And by the way, if you're watching this, you're wondering who I am. So my name is Melvis. I currently work as an advanced nurse practitioner, here in England. So I'm a nurse myself. I started my journey in the UK as an international student, so I empathize with the tuition fees in this country, how high they are, and the fact that if I had been in this country and I had had that opportunity to study using, scholarships like this, that would have made a massive difference for me, and I would not have spent a whopping £30,000 that I spent studying, if I had known about opportunities like this. And that's why I'm passionate about sharing these with you. So I have a private career coaching program, which where I support with career progression in the UK. If you're a nurse, carer, student nurse, you're keen on getting into healthcare, you're looking for those free visa sponsorship opportunities, you're keen about career progression, then I can support you with, what are the best jobs for you to apply for? How do you proceed? If you're looking for career progression pathways, for example, in healthcare, clinical, non-clinical healthcare jobs, how do you proceed? What are the requirements? How do you make yourself the best candidate? Because the truth is, the UK is full of opportunities, but those opportunities are very, very hard to come by. It is very difficult to know how to position yourself, how to be the best candidate so that you're successful. So that's what the program really is all about. If you check the About section of this YouTube channel, or indeed the description box below, you're going to see a link to that private coaching program. And if you're keen on joining, then you're obviously welcome. We'll get started. I also support with applying for, university places to study various healthcare courses. Nursing is, one most of the people in my program want to study because of obviously the endless opportunities that it brings. So scholarships as well. If you're keen on applying for scholarships, then again, I can support you with that journey, with that process to make sure that you've got that guidance that you need on how to proceed, because you may not be familiar with the systems in the UK. And so just having that extra hand is going to make a difference. So I'm looking forward to seeing you in that program, obviously, if you're somebody who is keen on moving to the next stage, moving to the next level. So like we were saying, you're going to have your tuition fees completely paid for you. So no school fees for all 4 years of the program. Then you're going to have maintenance as well. They'll pay you about £20,000 per year in maintenance. And mind you, because you're a student, you can still work, obviously. And when you're doing a PhD, it's not like you're sat in class all day long. It's not really like that, because it's not an undergrad course, it's a postgraduate study. So, you're not a senior student at this rate. So you can also work, in order to supplement that £20,000 income, which is absolutely amazing. Again, if you're keen on studying in the UK, leave a comment in the comment section below. Which course are you considering to study? How far are you? Are you currently studying? Have you already applied? What job do you want to do? What is your goal once you've successfully completed that course? Because that's something that you need to consider when choosing a course to study. What is your main objective? Do you want to, what do you want to do upon successful completion? Very important. So if you've got any questions, any queries, please do leave them in the comment section below. Also, if you've got something that is private you want to ask, you can use my newsletter, because it's got all of my contacts obviously on there as well. So what about the eligibility criteria? So when it comes to the eligibility criteria, obviously such good opportunities, you're not just going to sit, waffle anything on a piece of paper and submit. It's not going to work. So obviously, for eligibility criteria, you need to already have a bachelor's degree. And for a bachelor's degree, ideally, you want to have a first class degree, or you want to have a second class upper degree, in order for you to have a better position, a better chance for success. It doesn't mean that if you don't have it, you shouldn't apply. I still urge you to apply, but it's just that obviously scholarship opportunities are competitive, which means that the candidates that are going to demonstrate the highest level of academic ability are more likely going to be successful. So that's not, a surprise, obviously, to you. If you're watching these and you're considering scholarships, that's the first criteria. The second criteria is that you need to be eligible for UK home fees. If you're eligible for home fees, then you're going to be eligible for this particular scholarship opportunity. So you get your tuition fees fully funded for you, paid, as well as the £20,000 in maintenance funds. It's 19,900 something. So you're going to get that as well. So you need to be eligible for home fees in the UK, to be eligible for this particular opportunity. If you're not eligible for home fees, you can still apply for the course, but you will not be considered for home fees. Obviously, it doesn't mean that you can't apply for the course, but these conditions are for the actual scholarship. So in terms of applications, you need to apply by the 13th of June, because every scholarship always has a deadline. Because if you don't give people a deadline, they're going to procrastinate. They're going to sit on that information. They're going to be like, oh, should I apply? Should I not apply? So the closing date is on the 13th of June. So these scholarships are normally not open for a very long period of time, so that, they can get everybody to apply and then get everything set. And Once you apply and you get shortlisted, there's going to be an interview. And the interview is going to be on the 26th and 27th of June, which means that if you're applying for this opportunity, if you can make yourself available on those 2 days, let's say you're working, for example, and you want to take the day off or have those days as your days off, that's going to be helpful. So that if you're successful, then obviously you don't need to worry about trying to swap your shift, have that extra stress where you should be chilling out, kind of dotting your eyes and cutting your teeth, ready for that interview. So again, that's one of the eligibility criteria. Make sure that you're available on those 2 days, for the interview, if you are shortlisted and successful. And if you follow all of these prompts, obviously you apply on time, you make sure that your application is spot on. Why shouldn't you be successful? You should rightfully so be successful. And that moves us beautifully to other requirements. So they don't need any transcript at this stage. The only thing you need is a CV and personal statement. That's all you need to apply. So your CV should obviously show your experience, your academic qualifications. It should show your work experience as well. But for this CV, they don't want your personal details, so your name, because they want it all to be anonymized, so that there's no, well, to reduce the chances of bias, really. That's why it's that way. And then on your personal statement, that's where you really, really need to be so spot on so that you're setting yourself apart. Because why are you qualified for this scholarship? Why are you qualified for this particular program? What are your academic abilities? They need to be really, shining through, because doing a master's and a PhD together is going to require a lot of stamina, a lot of professional, integrity, as well as educational, ability. So you need to make sure that you demonstrate all those on your personal statement, because they're going to be looking at all of that. And remember, when you have an amazing scholarship like this, there's going to be all sorts of people applying. So you want to make sure that you're strong on how you're coming, on with your application. So I do hope that you're going to apply. There's lots of other criteria. If you're keen, you've got any further questions, please do leave a comment in the comment section and I'll be able to answer. I've done videos on here about other courses, other scholarship opportunities in the UK that you can apply for and study for free. Some of them are, international students have those that are eligible for, international students have those that are not eligible for, UK students have those that are eligible for. So each scholarship is always different. It's always worth checking to see if you qualify. And if you're not sure whether you qualify or not, I would just apply, because there's no harm in applying anyway. So do share this with anybody that you know that can benefit from this, that is keen on studying, looking at studying in the UK, so that you can bypass those fees and actually get the support that you need. And keep watching the videos and share. Bye for now.